Well, hello everybody, we're back in the field and we're facing a somewhat predictable circumstance here this morning. Welcome along to SimulationForTheNation and welcome back to Oakfield Farm. Today, it's still raining. We came up here and, well, we got the combine going for all of about 4 acres this morning. Barely got anything done there, so it's becoming a bit of a struggle now to try and get anything completed. We are currently in the middle of October, so time's pushing on. I believe it's the 17th today, and we're desperately trying to finish off our spring crops. We're getting nowhere near, to the point where we even brought in some help. I brought in a local contractor with one of his selection combines to try and help us get a start. And no sooner had he arrived in the field, unhooked the combine from the header trailer, put the header on the combine, did the rain come in. So he's just left. As you just saw there, David has now gone back down to the yard to leave his trailer down there and get parked up. And yeah, unfortunately for the time being, our combine stood still. We've still got a fairly hefty chunk of the spelt left to get in. There's probably about another 8 acres of that left in this little block, and then we've got the oats over there as well that the combine was going to jump onto, but evidently not anymore today. So Lord knows when we'll get started with that. Unfortunately, as you look at the map, currently we still have a couple of fields left to go at. Where am I? Here we go. We're currently up on the southwest corner of our land, really, so we've still got the rest of 45. Number 3 is a field of beans that we won't be going into anytime soon. And then we've got 2 fields of wheat, 20 and number 6 left to hit. I beg your pardon, 12 and 9 left to hit. So that's where we'll be going over en masse very soon. Everything else at the moment, the drilling's been stopped. I just came up to see how we're doing because I got waylaid on the drilling. And yeah, the field work's kind of grinding to a little bit of a halt as well because the rain's just a little bit too sticky. But yeah, unfortunately that's where we are at the moment. We are trying to hoping and praying really that this rain will subside soon and we can get everything dried out. At the moment, we start cutting those oats today. They're at 20% just to get them cleared really, and the spelt the same. So it's not looking good. I must admit, I'm a bit nervous about whether or not we'll actually get this all finished soon. So hopefully, if we can get one more good dry day, we've got a chance. A very small chance, but it's a chance nonetheless. But we'll need to see. So we're going to crack on. We've got some yard jobs we can do. We're going to see what we can get finished up there. Hopefully we've got a little bit of tidying up to do, a little bit of work to do in the new feeder. And then we'll have to just potter around and wait and see really what happens and hope that we can get some nice weather in the, well, over maybe to this afternoon, start drying up, and then tomorrow a clear dry day, but it's not looking ideal. So we'll wait and see. Yeah, and we'll come back to you when we're back up in full swing again. So yeah, hopefully we'll get going soon. Well, good evening everybody. Welcome back. We're not combining, put it that way. We're doing a few yard jobs at the moment, just tidying up the cattle, cleaning them up a little bit. It stopped raining probably about an hour ago. It's now just past 6:30 in the evening, and well, it's just wet, frankly. There's a bit of a breeze, so in theory it could be drying out a little bit, but the temperature has dropped down quite significantly. So I don't know if anything's going to dry out this evening or not. We're going to have to wait and see. Everyone's on standby really for tomorrow. Hopefully we can get going nice and early. Try and just get these fields cleared. That's the aim really. I'm not sure how or if that's going to be possible, but we'll have to wait and see what we can do. That's all we can really ask for at this stage. So we'll keep going. Fingers crossed. We'll see what we can do. But for now, we're just clearing up the cattle this evening. Get some lights on here. They've been not neglected, but they've been kind of left to their own devices really. They've been fed in the morning and then just kind of left to get on and enjoy it. Enjoy being outside really where possible if it's not too wet for them. I did notice that they were all back in the yard when I came back from the fields before. We've had to stop drilling. The drilling tractor's in the field at the moment, just parked up. We're ready to do a couple of headlands really. We just can't get on there either. So it's all just kind of been ground to a halt really until we can get this, until we can get some weather to get this oats cut, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, we can then at the same time move on to the and spring wheat as well. Once we get that spring wheat done, I can breathe a sigh of relief and we'll be done. But it's a bit concerning at the moment, I won't lie. Hopefully with the contractor in as well we can make a little bit of better progress, but it's all up in the air at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. But for now we'll just keep doing what we can do around the yard here. I've probably got another 20 minutes work and then we'll call it a day. But fingers crossed for a brighter day tomorrow, really. Well, good morning everybody. The sun is shining. That rare thing in the sky over there is actually the sun, and it is trying its best to dry everything out. We didn't get any more rain overnight there. There's a bit of a breeze. Whether or not it's going to be enough, I don't know, but we'll have a look-see. They're a little bit wet in here still so far. This is a variety of spring oats here called the Yukon. And in theory, if we could grow it and if we could get it harvested and dried properly, it'll be going for porridge oats. But well, it'll get rolled and then it'll be into bags and boxes and put into your kitchen table. But at the moment, how are we looking? Still a little bit damp there, still 23%. Now I've already been over and had a look at the rest of the spelt over there. That's coming in around the same, actually, 23%. What we're going to do, we're going to leave it for an hour or two. Given the time constraints we've got, if I can get this under 20%, I'm going to get it. And I'm going to just take my chance with it and put it into the dryer, see if I can get that run down at the yard. So hopefully we'll get some progress today. We'll have to wait and see. But it's a little bit wet underfoot here. There's little greenery in the bottom, which is good news, but it is a little bit damp still. So we'll see what the weather can do, and hopefully we'll be able to get going very shortly. And it shouldn't take us too long with these two machines here. We'll get the contractor into this bit, and then we'll get onto there, and the John Deere can finish off over there. But we'll see. We'll see how we get going, and yeah, hopefully by the magic of some editing trickery, we'll be able to get going. So let's see. In 3, 2, 1. Huzzah! Look at that! It worked. We are going. Finally, we're going. It is now a little bit after 2:30, or just a little bit before 2:30 in the afternoon. We got going about half an hour ago. Not very long ago. It was a long, anxious wait of kind of kicking our tires and just sitting around waiting, but we're away. And I managed to get through that little block of spelt there pretty darn quickly, and then we've got the contractor going as well. He's making some inroads with the oats here as well, which is good. Good just to be underway finally and pushing through. With both these combines on, this block here shouldn't take us much more than 40 minutes to an hour, really, I should hope. We've got 2 tractors on. We bought the Fenton with a big trailer on the back. The New Holland's tied up to the drill there, and it's just a bit of a hassle to take that out, really. So the Fenton will do. It's a bit big, but it's a nice ride. So Dad's on that at the moment. He's having a bit of a break from the combine, but I'll no doubt be switching over there because he's not too fond of driving that big thing. All in all, though, it's going quite well. We'll hopefully get this done, and then we're going to head back over onto the hillside over there. You can see there's 2 fields next to the stand alone on the grass there. They are to be done. So all being well, yeah, there is a small chance, an outside chance, that we'll get everything finished today. So we'll have to wait and see. Fingers crossed that we do. But at the moment, yeah, it's coming through alright. The crop's drying out really, really well. I'm very surprised, if I'm honest. I did not expect this at all. Right now it's coming in just about 19%, which is ideal. It's still going to have to be run through the dryer, but I'm fine with that, to be honest. And it's quite thick. It's a good yielding crop coming through so far. Very impressed with it. There's a few patches along the side there that are just too wet to touch, so we've left those. But yeah, overall, very happy with how it's coming. Very pleased that we're actually able to get back into it today. Delighted that I made the move to get the contractor in, and because he was here yesterday, he got everything set up, so it was a case of as soon as it was dry enough to go this morning, he turned the key on and we were away, which is ideal, really. So we are making some good ground, and all being well, yeah, like I say, we'll keep going, and we should, when we turn the combine off by the end of today, we should be safe in the knowledge that it's all done, really. It's always a nice sight to see 2 combines rolling. 2 combines rolling, good synchronicity as well. It's very important. And yeah, hopefully we'll get this done in a matter of time. I'm back on the John Deere now, on the Fent now, beg your pardon. We're going to get this all wrapped up. So I'm going to leave those 2 guys at it. We're going to take a drive. So we're going to speed this up a little bit. and we're going to whiz down to the silo, drop off this load, and we'll be back up here before we know it. Well, everybody, we've moved. We are getting through this block of wheat now, which is incredibly relieving. I didn't think we'd get here this far. We've got both machines in the same field. Got myself and David's in the case as well, leading off the two of them. And yeah, so we're making some progress. Dad's just started taking the rows out of the middle. We're going to do the 3 headlands. We'll get this one finished up here as well. It's a massive, massive relief, I must say, to be able to get to this far. And hopefully it's, what is it, 3:25 in the afternoon here. All being well, we'll be able to continue and just keep on going, really. That's the hope here. So we're going to just edge forward. I think we've got just about a full tank on the go. So edge up and see if he wants to stop or not. Oh, he's going to stop there. Yeah, so we're making some great progress. We would never be able to get these two done without having the extra machine on the go here. So we've got this little field, and there's about 12 acres over the fence line to go at as well. But ultimately, it is looking very good. So as you can probably tell, I'm quite happy now. I'll be even happier in about 3 hours, I should imagine. But yeah, big relief to have this guy in here as well. Oh, and that's me full, I suggest. We're going to lead this on down to the silo. We had to tip some of the oats on the floor in the grain shed because the silo's full, so we need to get the dryer running and get those run through there at some stage. But yeah, really it's a case of just praying that we can get another few hours before the rain comes back in. As you can see, with these two machines here, we're both looking at around 9 meter cut, so it's making light work of what's here. And David's waiting for the next load and we'll be good to go. So, very pleased. here. Oh, a lovely wander down. It's times like this where you can really appreciate the valley in this lovely autumnal light. It really does look stunning. Full load on here. It's really pushing me around a bit. I need to just slow that down. That's better. So I've switched our silo bins, so when we tip into here now, it's going to go into an empty bin. But there's the rest of the oats in there that we need to run through at some stage. Tip that up. So yeah, we are now tipping into bin number 4 at the very end there. So it goes down through the chute here. Let's just get out whilst we're looking at this. Goes through the chute, into the grill at the bottom there, where it's then pulled up through. It goes up an elevator, and it comes along the top here. And then, yeah, drops down into there. So we'll be filling that one up pretty quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have to drop some more grain into the... we might nearly have to put it into here, you know, and shift some of this equipment. God, I hope it doesn't get to that. But yeah, we'll nip back on up to the field there, and we'll see how we're looking. This tractor is a bit ludicrously big for this, but it doesn't half make cart and grain comfortable. Far different from when I used to do it when I was younger, and it was rattling around on an old tractor seat with very little cab suspension. I think the biggest trailer we had back then was about 8 ton. Whereas this one, when it's full, this one can have, I think it's about 20 ton of grain. So quite different. So how are you all doing? I forgot to even get to you guys. I hope you're all very well. Do let me know if what you're currently working on, if you're currently battling through the weather like I am in the autumn here, or what you're getting up to and where you're working as well. That's always really good to know. Hopefully soon we're going to be drilling a couple more fields. We're not going to do too many. We're not going to... we'll probably put about 70-30 ratio with winter-spring barley, so we've probably got another 4 or 5 blocks to go at. And then the rest will be into spring drilled crops. So we might put some cover crops in on those as well. But yeah, that's our current feeling. We've got lots to keep working on now, and I'll be very relieved when we can look back with the drilling done as well. That'll be nice. So here we are, guys, as we just sit and kind of watch the 2 combines working through this field here. We're calling it a day for now, I think, for the video, and we're just going to get this all wrapped up. Shouldn't take us too much longer. But yeah, all in all, it's been a bit of a relief. It's been a tough harvest, really quite brutal at times actually to get everything done, but I would say by the end of today we should have this all in the books, which would be a very big relief, I must say. So at this stage, all that's left for me to say is thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and that leave a comment down below as well if you have enjoyed it. If you haven't, of course, don't forget to hit that thumbs down button and give me a reason why you didn't enjoy it, and we will always look to improve. And if you're new to the family, don't forget to subscribe as well. I do like to know where you're all from, so if you do subscribe, let us know in the comments where you're watching from, and we'll, you know, I'm trying to figure out something to do with that, so we'll get around to that very shortly. But until next time, as we finish up the harvest here, thank you very much for watching. I have been SimulationForTheNation here on Oakfield Farm, and we will see you next time. So until then, don't forget to stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, but most importantly, happy farming.